All right. This is my second load for the day. It's what they call a roll off. Okay, so as you just saw, I picked up what they call a roll-off. I had no idea what this was. I've never hauled one of these before. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's pulling just fine, and it seems to be staying together okay, but the yard guy there helped me put a couple of straps over it. He actually crawled up on top of it and placed the straps for me, which was awfully nice of him, because I'm getting too damn old to be climbing up on this kind of stuff. You know, just, I don't bounce back like I used to. If I fell off there, I'd probably die. Just wouldn't be pretty. It would not be pretty. So I'm very thankful that the guy was willing to do that. He offered. I didn't have to ask. He offered, like a decent guy. Like the decent guy he evidently is. Okay, so I don't even have to go back into Odessa or anything. This is great because I'm actually on the side of town I need to be on. I've already gone through all the Midland traffic I have to. I don't have to go back through it, which is awesome. Now I'm going to head just off northwest up into New Mexico. Okay. So I'm back. I'm 13 miles away from getting this thing delivered. This stack of things. It is a pretty rough road, but it's also a pretty deserted road. So it's, you know, I can just kind of run my own speed on here, which the speed limit's 55, so, you know, I haven't been like holding anybody up, getting passed by anybody, because I've only seen one other vehicle heading my direction on this road. And that was a semi that was behind me when I turned onto it, and I got over and let him go ahead. I could tell he was wanting to run faster than I am. So, you know, it's like, more power to you. I will get out of your way. So where I'm at in the world, I'm not too far from Artesia, New Mexico, evidently. Kind of south of Roswell, I think. Somewhere in that vicinity. So I've got 12 more miles to go. And about 5 miles up here, we'll turn on Highway 2, I think, is what it looks like. These are all skinny, scrunchy little highways. So I'm just taking my time. It's 12:18. I figured I'd be here about 12:30 from the time that I left Odessa with this. So I'm pretty close to on time, you know, as far as what my time projection would be. So I think I'm on good track to get to Amarillo before that store closes and get my trailer there. So this is all really good. This is actually pretty great. So what I'll do is, when I get to Amarillo and get the trailer, I'm just going home with it, because I'm not going to be able to deliver it tonight. I'll have to wait and deliver it tomorrow. somewhere between 9 and 1 o'clock, I guess, or 8 and 1 o'clock anyway. Sometime, before noon for sure. We'll try and get up there with it early. But assuming I can get it today, assuming I can actually make it over there and get it, and I don't have any unforeseen problems, then that's what I plan to do. If I can't get it today, I'll have to get a motel over here somewhere and pick it up early in the morning and then just run straight over to Oklahoma City. So either way, I'll get it done. It's just a matter of, planning logistics. I'd rather do it the other way and just take it home with me and then run it up to the city, which is only an hour away from me. Yeah, it adds a little bit of distance to my trip, but it also, if I do that, I don't have to pay for a motel. So, motel's more expensive than 70 miles of fuel. That's kind of how I have to look at it. Okay, we're crossing the Pecos River. Evidently, we're coming into a little town called Hagerman. And we're just now 9.3 miles away from delivery. This getting delivered direct to a customer out at a farm. This is a farm complex, I guess you might say, with farm structures. So I don't know if there's going to be somebody there. I have no idea. I hope there will be, so I can get my ticket signed and I can get out of here. This is the truck I let go by me earlier, not wanting him pushing me on a little skinny, skimpy road. This is a skinny little road, skinny. I'm going to slow down a little because I don't really want to get stuck driving in between this garbage truck and this semi. I'd like to give the garbage truck a little room. Of course, he's slowing down too, so I guess we're just going to all cluster up right here. Awesome. At least we did it in slow motion, so everything worked well. Everything went okay. All right, 1.7 miles, and I take a right on 2 north. I'm heading west right now on Highway 249, New Mexico 249. Now my GPS, for some weird reason, is wanting me to go over 3 or 4 blocks and then up. It's trying to add more distance to my trip. I don't know what the deal is with this thing. It's just I have to constantly watch it because it's always trying to add more mileage to my routes. And I don't understand exactly why it does this, unless there's some kind of a business over there it's trying to route me right in front of. That's the only possible reason that it would do that. Send me, an extra mile out of my way. Why would it even, when the turn's right here? It doesn't make any sense. It's bizarre. Very strange. All right. A little bit of warning would have been nice. Another one, speed bump. School is out, so it doesn't seem to me like they'd be having their 15-mile-an-hour speed limit, which I don't believe they are because their light wasn't flashing. So Well, this looks interesting. Maybe that's why it wanted me to go around. When you're pulling a trailer, it's better if you take kind of sharp inclines at an angle like that, cut across them. I learned that as a kid driving in the field, driving over terraces. It just kind of smooths out your ride. There's another damn speed bump. What the hell? What's with these people and their speed bumps? Is this a highway or is it not a highway? It's supposed to be a highway. I think it turned into a street. Maybe that's why the GPS was trying to send me around the other way. It's always something. Always something. So a mile and a half. Now my things are giving me different instructions. Not sure which one to believe. Let's look at this. And let's look at this. Okay, so that one's going to go up and over, and that one wants to go over and around and back. My gosh. Decisions. I guess I'll look at the road up here in 9/10. If it's a little super skinny road, maybe I'll go on up. I think they're going to be super skinny roads either way, actually. Sometimes stay on the... I'll do that. I can stay on this highway a little longer if I go around the way my GPS is actually trying to send me. So that is what I will do. Same time difference, but this will hopefully give me better road without quite so many skinny little county roads. So I'm actually delivering up a county road. So once I get off the highway, I'll only be 2.5 miles away from it. So that's good. We're getting really close. I could have gone in there. No, it's not a bad road. It's kind of like the road I live on. Little skinny paved road. So this is probably just going to be a little better road maybe, until it's not. That's the way it works. It'll be a better road till it's not. So evidently this farm that I'm delivering this to, they grow kind of a variety of stuff. They grow cattle feed of various kinds, and I think it said they also manage pecan groves. And in this region they might even have pistachios, who knows. But we're in pistachio and other kind of tree nut territory in here. Okay, so I've got another 1.5 miles, and then I do a left. This is better than the road I came in on. I thought this was going to be a little awful road, and this one's way better. Just goes to show you don't know till you see it. It's 12:28, so this is pretty good. I'm pretty much staying close to on schedule. Okay, I'm looking for Ojibwa Road. 0.5 of a mile. 4. I think it's going to be this one up here. Pretty sure that's going to be it. 3. Ojibwa. It's Walnut. Ojibwa. This must be it. Oh, there's my sign. Okay, good. I'm on the right track. The sign for the farm I'm taking this to. Cool. 2.5 miles. That's awesome. It's really nice to have that kind of confirmation when you come this far out in the middle of nowhere. That's alfalfa over there. That's what that crop is to our right. That is cattle food, horse food, critter food. Just gotta go. Okay, 2 miles and I take a left, and then I've got another like just around the corner to get it delivered. I'm so happy about this. I assume there's going to be somebody here. It looks like this is going to be kind of a big operation, so it's very highly possible that they have a yard manager out here at their headquarters. I know they've got an old truck scale out there, for sure. I could see that on Google Earth. And then a bunch of buildings in behind that, barns and various outbuildings. This is a really good county road here. This is nice. Way better than the county road was in Midland. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. I've never been on a road that bad. I've been on some bad roads, but that was like the worst of the worst. I mean, did you see that? I asked you, like, I don't know if I edited it in or not. I'm definitely putting that in the mix because it's something you need to see. Just unbelievable that anybody would let a road be used, you know, in an industrial zoned area that is in that kind of condition. It was terrible. It was shocking. So this must be all of their stuff here. Their orchards look beautiful. Their little trees are all happy looking and watered. These people must have it going on. This is a big, big outfit. See, where I'm taking this in over here looks like maybe where there's some hay barns and stuff. I'm not sure. That might not be what I'm seeing right there. I don't think that's far enough over. Take these easy over these irrigation canals. Little bridge. Okay, that's my road up there. Yeah, that is it. Got a bunch of buildings in there. A lot of hay stored. I hope I can find a human quickly so I don't have to sit here all day and I can get this signed off on and get out of here. That would really make my day even better. I mean, it's going pretty good right now. That would make it even better if this is a quick delivery. Now they gave me straps for this load, and I'm leaving the straps on the load. I'm not taking these straps with me. They will do me absolutely no good. And I'm not driving back to Odessa to give them back to them. So I will leave them with their paying customer who probably paid buku thousands of dollars for this trailer. And, you know, good PR with the customer. The bonus for the customer. Who doesn't like a bonus on their deal, right? Okay, so I am just about here. I just got to find a human. to sign this once I get here. I would say there's a sign. Feedlot, shoot. I'm going to ask this lady right here if she knows where I should go with this. I bet she might. Oh, be right back.
Thank you.
Okay, this is great, actually. Better than great. If I can make my inverter quit squealing. I'm just gonna come back here, I'm gonna unhitch, and I'll be done. He's just got a certain spot he'd like to have them, which I'm happy to do. I'm always happy to park these trailers wherever people want them. I've been known to back them into some crazy ass places too. There was some guy down in Houston had a storage shed, and that storage shed was like 50 feet deep and about 10 feet wide, 10 or 12 feet wide, and he had me back a 40-foot trailer into it, which wouldn't have been all that big of a deal, but there wasn't enough room to line up the trailer straight with the storage shed. Like that way? Oh, okay. All right, I see what he's doing. He wants me here. This and this, take a picture and send it to the office. Dexter, New Mexico, delivered, and they gave me a check which I will send to you tomorrow with my tickets. Period. Heading for Amarillo. Period. All right, so that's all good. This goes in here. This goes in here. I got all my stuff here. I got my paperwork, their paperwork, our paperwork. That gets mailed to them. That stays with me. That needs to actually be in my logbook. I gotta do my logbook now that I'm here. Delivered 12:30. Noon 30. Delivered. Okay, anyway, had to catch up with Bill. So I found out something happy. The store I'm going to in Amarillo doesn't close until 6 o'clock tonight. So I actually have time to go there and time to stop off and get fuel and pee on the way. And it's a almost 4 hour drive. So this is awesome news. Man, I don't very often get this luxury. So this is fantastic. This means I won't have to buy a motel tonight, which is the ultimate in awesomeness. I haven't put in that much time driving today. I'm staying in a pretty tight zone. So by the time I get up here to Amarillo, it should be like at the 5.5 hour mark, I think, somewhere thereabouts. And then it's about 4.5 hours home from there for me. 4 to 4.5. So I've got plenty of drive time to do it. I've just got to make sure I get up here to the store in time to pick up that trailer and get out. So them being open till 6 is fantastic news. Super ultra fantastic, actually. It's extremely awesome. So I guess that I'm headed for Roswell. That's what I think, anyway. I think Roswell's up the road here a ways. I think that's where I turn back to the northeast, is at Roswell. I don't want the truck route. Don't really want to go through town and be super slow, but I do want to get into town and buy fuel, so I guess that's what I'll do. I haven't been in here a while. Pistachio Land, the nuttiest place in New Mexico. Cute billboards they've got. Look at all these nut trees over here on the right. Those are pecan trees right there, I'm pretty sure. That's what they look like. So I don't know what a pistachio tree looks like, though, if they look similar to a pecan tree or not. So maybe I wouldn't know the difference, but those look like pecan leaves. Those look like pecan tree leaves to me. Kind of long and skinny. They almost look like a peach tree leaf, but they're not quite as droopy. Kind of a similar look. I am so ecstatic that I don't have to worry now about my time. So worrying this morning was good. It got me set up to be in a good spot this afternoon. So I'm quite happy about that. Quite happy. Roswell, New Mexico. I've never really spent any time here. I think we stayed here once on our way through to Arizona or something. A few years ago, we stayed in a trailer park out on the west side of town, or RV park. Not a trailer park, but an RV park. Which was uneventful. It was fine. Okay, that's a little higher than what I was paying. We'll see how much it is up here in town. See, it's $3.35 here at Stripes. That might be the best I'm going to see it. I think it was Stripes I got my cheapest price at this morning, but we'll go on up here and look. Come on, guy, can we go sometime today? Not to be pushy or anything, but not to be pushy, but to be pushy. Okay, so that's going to be a no. They want $3.59 there. So they're 20 cents higher than Stripes. Seems to me like there's a Murphy's up here, I think, that I filled up at before. I got an alien out in front of there. I guess we're going to be seeing some of that alien business. Pretty sure there's a Murphy's up here someplace. There's a Walmart. So I'm pretty sure I fueled up there once upon a time. Let's see if we can find categories, fuel stations. Okay. They're not showing a Murphy's. Shopping. Walmart. No. I'm pretty sure there is one here somewhere, but it's not showing up on this stupid GPS, so we'll just go back to my plan as it originally was and just watch for a better deal. I'm pretty sure I stopped here and bought diesel at a Murphy's. I may be full of it, but I'm pretty sure I did once. I can't imagine Roswell, New Mexico not having a Walmart, you know? That doesn't sound right. Roswell's a good sized town. They got everything else. Why wouldn't they have a Walmart? There's Albertsons. Super unleaded. They don't have diesel posted. Well, I may have screwed up by not buying the $3.35 diesel back there at Stripes. Oh well. Not going backwards. Try not to ever backtrack, you know? Backtrack can cost you time and money. I've got quite a bit of fuel still on here. Not enough though to get to Amarillo. Okay, get out of the damn lane, would you please? God, people are just oblivious in the worst possible ways when they're driving sometimes. It's like, okay, good. I'm not speeding. Didn't know. Okay, their pumps are down. There's another stripe, so there may very well be another stripes out on the north end of town too. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't remember really being in downtown Roswell too much. I think we came through maybe here on 70 or cutting over to 70 to that. I think we came through here east to west is what I'm trying to say, instead of north to south when we came through camping here. But yeah, because that's the highway that comes in from Lubbock. Pretty sure right there, right here that we're just crossing. Or up here maybe. I think that's it there though. That might be up here. Hell if I know. But I know you come into town on this end from Lubbock, somewhere up in here. I guess it's right up here. Junction 70, 380. That makes sense. That's got to go to Lubbock. Makes good sense. It's a little busy down here. Wonder what they got going. UFO Museum. Bricktown Alien Attack, Virtual Reality. There's alien stuff everywhere. Alien Zone. Alien this, alien that. Green aliens standing out in front of the stores. There's one. See a green alien? I'm just not convinced about aliens being green, you know? Just not. Okay, they have an old-fashioned courthouse square, it looks like. Their courthouse is right smack in the center of town. UFO Festival. That must not be going on here today, or it would certainly be probably far more crowded than it is right now, I would expect. I imagine they probably have cajillions of people that show up for that. Not that I ever would, but because I think it's all kind of silly, actually. Of course, I've never met an alien either. Or at least if I ever met one, I didn't know they were an alien when I met them because they weren't green. I've never seen a green human being or a green living, talking, bipedal, humanoid creature. The only things I've seen green has been frogs, snakes, katydids, you know, the usual suspects. Hoping for one more stripes on the way out of town this way that's got cheap fuel. If not, I may go on up the road. I don't know, I don't have to buy fuel here. Well, this thing's saying I'm getting 7 miles to the gallon, which isn't really good. Starbucks drive-through. Well, I don't think I can fit in that one. That looks tight. I think we'll skip that. This is pretty busy up in here. Pretty busy. So yeah, my truck's getting 0 fuel mileage right now. I'm getting 3.8. It's not even registering because I'm sitting still. For some reason, it doesn't register how much fuel it's burning when it's just sitting idling. If you sit and idle, even after you've been driving it a while, it'll still drop down, slowly drop down because you're sitting and idling. Because it doesn't have anything to measure, I guess. I mean, that seems like the best explanation for it. Guy in this motorhome better get his right side tucked back over there. He's not quite sure where he's at in that lane, I don't think. Not quite sure. enjoyed that musical interlude. I was on the phone with Bill. He got my tire fixed. Actually, got it replaced. The tire was trashed, which is unfortunate, but it happens. So I will have yet another brand new spare. That's kind of what happens with these tires, you know. I don't know. I don't think they're that great of tires to start with, but it's what everybody said. Oh, these tires are good. Oh no, I don't think they are. That looked a little dicey. Like that trailer was being a little fishy on him. So I'm glad I'm not pulling that. That's all I can say. Glad that's not my job today. So speaking of my job today, what I'm doing right now is I'm getting back over to Amarillo as quick as I can, so I can pick up a trailer that's there waiting for me. And because it took me so long to get through Roswell, I lost 15 minutes on my edge that I had, so I only have an hour and 15 minutes left of buffer between getting to Amarillo and getting there after the store closes. So what I mean by that is right now it looks like I should be there at 4:45 if I don't stop for anything else, 4:45. But I have to stop for fuel up here somewhere. So I don't have enough fuel on board to get clear to Amarillo. In fact, I've got about 147 more miles of fuel. So probably the first place I see where fuel is semi-reasonable is where I'm going to stop and fill up. And I'm going to do it as quick as I can. Try and grab a cup of coffee and maybe have a chance to pee. Those are the things I needed to do at Roswell and I didn't get to do. So, you know, never miss an opportunity. I knew I should have stopped at that Stripes on the south side of town, and I thought, oh, there'll be another one. Well, guess what? There wasn't. That was it. That was the best fuel price in town, and I should have pulled in there and got it, and I didn't. So, you know, and that's the problem when you don't know what the going fuel price is in a certain area. You don't know what's good and what's not. If I'd have come through from the north, I would have known, hey, that's the spot to stop. But I had nothing to compare it to, so I went into it totally blind. So, yeah, you have that. And I don't think diesel is particularly cheap in New Mexico anyway, because I think they have quite a bit higher state taxes on it than Texas has. It was pretty cheap in Texas this morning. It was $3.09 over on the north side of Odessa, of all things. It's usually high in Odessa, but it was low today. Everything's upside down. It's a topsy-turvy world we're living in right now. It's kind of, you know, it's just one of those things. It's a little annoying, but yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off the camera. I'm feeling kind of cranky. I'm hungry. I need to pee. I want to stop and get a cup of coffee. So I don't want to just spend the next hour complaining about all that shit. So I will be back when I get all of that taken care of and I have a rosier attitude, or when I get to Amarillo, whichever comes first. One may happen before the other. We'll see. Anyway, I will see you in a bit. It won't be as long for you as it will be for me. So I guess that's some kind of compensation, right? Okay, I'll see you in a while. All right, so I made it to Amarillo, which is where I am right now. And I'm going to pick up this trailer right over here. This lanky thing that's sitting out here that I probably can't get up my driveway. It's okay. I'll probably have to go park that in my sister-in-law's yard tonight. It may not be that long. Oh. Doesn't look too horrible. This is really super great that they're open this late and I didn't have to work too awful hard to get here in time. I gotta go hitch this thing up, so I'll be back. Okay, this is my trailer. It's all hitched up. Everything's looking good. All right, I am ready to roll. My lights off. Oh, go check the brakes. That's the last test I gotta do. Turn them all the way up. Oh yeah, they're working. They just don't grab much on this gravel, but they work. You can feel them kicking in, so I'll turn them back off. This is not that huge of a trailer. It's actually 32 feet long. It's a 28-footer with a 5-foot dovetail ramp, metal ramp. So it's not like pulling a 40-footer or anything. I'm going to get clear out here, use all of this lane just to make sure I get out of the driveway and I'm out. Okay, cool. We are off and running. Yay. Oh my. That lady in that vehicle had orange hair, like Easter egg orange. It was kind of shockingly orange. I don't get it. I mean, I do and I don't. I think it's normal for girls to want to do weird shit to their hair and color it different colors and stuff, but the colors they're using now are pretty bizarre, actually. I mean, most girls, when they think about color in their hair, they think about a color that's going to make them look nice, you know, something that's attractive. But a lot of the modern stuff is a little too, you know, kind of clown-like, I think. A little too clownish to look pretty. I mean, it looks clownish. It's something that makes you look, but it's not pretty to me. It might be pretty to them. I guess it probably is, or they probably wouldn't put it on their heads. But that's a subjective thing, right? What I think is pretty, somebody else may think is disgusting. So, you know. Yeah, probably not. So I've got good taste. So I would think what I think is pretty, other people would think is pretty too. It's probably what everybody thinks. If I had to imagine. Okay, I'm so glad this all worked out the way it did. It's 5:45. I sat there for a good long time and got my paperwork done and waited for him to come out and look at the neck on that trailer. He likes to look them over before he lets me leave with them. And I knew he had other stuff to do. I was like, I'll just be out here while you do that. And sure enough, when he got done doing the other stuff, he came out and just looked it over just to make sure everything was right. I like picking up trailers from this guy because he doesn't skimp on looking them over, making sure everything's good before they leave his yard. So that's a really good good philosophy to have if you're in this business. Make sure everything's right before it leaves your yard. Okay, I've got half a tank of fuel, which says 356 miles, and I am, 200 and something from home, 249 from home, which is where I'm going. And the speed limit down here is 75, so that's not going to take me too long to get across here once I get out of Amarillo. So with any luck, I'll be home before 10 o'clock tonight, which would be awesome. It would be stellar. It would be freaking fantastic. Well, that dovetail's moving around a little bit. It's kind of bobbing up and down, but it's got pins locking it down, so I think it's okay. If it starts bothering me too much, I'll go pull a strap out and strap that down just for extra insurance, but I'm pretty sure that it's pinned. So it can flex a little bit, but it's not, I don't think it's going to like flop open. Don't think so. Now if it was a PJ or a different, lesser expensive kind of trailer, it might require a strap on it to keep it from popping open if I hit a bad bump. Some of the PJs don't have the latches. So, Okay, I got 3 miles to go yet. I'm going to let these people do what they're going to do. Because they don't know what they're doing, and neither do I. But I don't want to get tangled up with them trying to do their thing. I keep having conflicts with these damn buses. I don't know if they're gambling buses or if they're worker buses or what they are, or if they're buses from Mexico. But I've run into a lot of them lately that want to run really super fast, and they want to get up behind you and push you. Well, this one's going around me finally because he was pushing on me. I don't know what the hell his problem is. I'm in the slow lane. What does he want me to do? To doig. So the big question is, can I get this up the driveway, or do I need to take it to my sister-in-law's? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to take it to my sister-in-law's. I think it's just a little long. Oh. Our driveway is so screwed up. It's just not built for trailers at all. Not even short ones. And this is a pretty long one, so I hate to do that, but I think I'm going to do it. Mike can get it in the driveway. We'll see. It's going to be dark by the time I get home. I don't think I want to screw with it. I don't want to drop it in the ditch and break the axle on it or anything. I'll just take it over there, call it good. I have these arguments with myself nonstop. I was guessing and second guessing myself, trying to make up my mind what to do. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the thing to do is. It's a little long, so I'm going to take it over there and park it. I just don't like doing that. And I don't want to do it, but I'm going to. I don't like for her to think that I'm taking advantage of her letting me do that. You know what I mean? So I only do it when I feel like I absolutely have no other choice. Because even though, you know, I'm not parking it in her way, or she says it doesn't bother her or anything, doesn't, you know. Most times she doesn't even know they're there. She still knows they're there. I mean, you know, because I ask before I take them over there every time. I don't just show up with a trailer and go, hey, guess what I got? Even though she's like, oh, anytime. But, you know, you got to give people some respect. And I give her respect on that and ask her. I don't tell her, hey, I'm bringing a trailer. I ask her, would you mind if I, you know, it's a completely different deal. Right, so I'm just really happy that this all worked out the way it did. So I can at least have a little bit of a weekend. So the truck's got to go into the shop Monday morning and get the rear seals changed out. Bill had to buy a new tire for it today because we trashed the tire that was on it that was flat. My bad, I didn't catch it. Should have. I didn't, but it wore it out, tore it up. So I tore up a $300 tire, or a $350 tire, or whatever it was. See you when I get closer to home. I'm just gonna hunker down and drive, so see you in a bit.